Hey there, folks. I am off on an adventure. I am going to go to a nearby hike. I've got Ellie here with me, co-pilot, and yeah, we're going to hike up, and there's just a beautiful little creek up there and a little waterfall action, and yeah, going to have just some quiet time, some mindful nature meditation time, and see what kind of adventure we can get into. And yeah, so come along and join us. See you soon. And we're off. Here we go, up the trail. Lucky us. Our kiddo McPuppy. Should we keep going? Let's do it. Come on. It's amazing. Oh, thank you. Come here, Ellie. It's okay. We're getting more into the woods here. More of the coniferous trees. There's a lot of hemlock here. Oh, and birch. Look at the white birch. That's nice. You can tell it's still early spring though. I've been known to swim in this creek. I don't think that's going to happen today. It's not a swimming in the creek kind of day for me. But maybe later in the summer I'll come back and swim. Blue skies following me, nothing but blue skies. Wow, it's beautiful. I can't quit filming. It's just so amazing. I want to share it. I haven't been to this spot in, well, since last, maybe fall, but probably more like last summer. It's just good to revisit it. You got all twisted up. What are we gonna do? Come on. There's this upper spot where you kind of get the upper view. Wow, look at all those trunks with the dust. Holy cow. Wow. And then the other spot, I would usually walk through this little crevice, and then there's kind of a little place to sit on the shore really close to the water. And that's actually kind of my swimming hole right there. But I'm thinking this upper spot feels right. Such a great view. And okay, what I need to do now is collect some firewood. Forgot about the firewood. So let's go find some firewood. And when I say firewood, I mean little pieces of kindling because I have a teeny, tiny stove. It's tiny. Okay, got the solo stove. It's the tiniest one they sell. And we're going to put a little of this wood in it. Excuse me, dear. Pardon me. Oh my God, it's just a horse. There's somebody that just came by, so she's very interested in them. Okay, let's find some little pieces of wood to put in here. Okay, that's probably plenty to get started. I have a Kleenex. I'm going to cheat and throw Kleenex in there. Lighter. Let's see what happens. So there's this airflow underneath makes it super effective. Probably shouldn't have it on this little yoga mat thing. Wow, it's looking good already. sort of. We're making espresso because it's still morning. Let's see. 11:59. It is still morning. Genius. Okay. I brought the mocha pot. Didn't I? You love the mocha pot. You don't drink espresso. Okay. Got to keep feeding the fire. And we're going to add water to the mocha pot. Haven't used this in a long time, but it's perfect for a single serving. I think that might be too much water. And then, how does this work? Where's the thing? There's a thing. Here's the thing. Looks pretty good. Okay. Set that right there. And then, oh no, yeah, I think this base might be a little too small for this, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just work. It'll just work. Look at that. Okay, now it's going to boil. And so I've got this little opening here where I can kind of keep feeding the fire. Guess I got plenty of wood, I think. Big orange flame. And we wait with the healing sounds of water. And a cute little face. Well, two cute faces. So if you haven't used a mocha pot, it's just gonna, that little bit of water is just gonna boil up and bubble up through all those grounds and then make their way magically through that little spot there and bubble into delicious espresso. How can life be so good? I don't know, but it is. Okay, so presumably the water's boiling. It's I thought it takes a while for such things. I wanted to talk about everyday adventures and how I've come to prioritize these kinds of little day trips to, just nourish myself and really have fun, because this is my idea of fun. And, I have the fantasy of retiring now. And I've had that fantasy for a long time, but it's just not possible for me. And, it's a pretty compelling fantasy of people who kind of quit their jobs and just head out on the road or head out on adventures and kind of become full-time campers or pretty much full-time campers or nomads or van lifers or whatever. But yeah, that's just not my situation. And, frankly, at this point, I really like the balance, more or less the thing I'm most passionate about, one of the things I'm most passionate about. And, I just want to send the message that it's okay to find the middle way and to find this kind of balance, but also that I think there's a lot of, for me, barriers to staking my claim in these kinds of day adventures, especially when there's always so much to do. Like right now, my house seems like a disaster zone to me. It needs to be cleaned. It's Friday. I did work a couple hours this morning and got some stuff done and then took off. And but yeah, there's always a lot to do and a lot more to prioritize. And I always have these fears that I'm being selfish or something by doing this kind of thing. But it's really honoring myself when I do this, and I feel more in alignment. I'm happier. And that benefits the people around me, trust me. So, just just a few words of perhaps wisdom on this topic. I'm smelling coffee. Hang on. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we've got coffee. Espresso. We better take it off. Is this hot? No, it's not. Awesome. All right. It bubbled right up. I missed the shots of it sort of bubbling up, which would have been cool. So I brought a little cup here that actually has some milk in it. Spilled a little on the way, which is kind of inevitable. Saw that coming about a mile away. Okay, and now we got the money shot of the first sip. I think it's really hot, which is nice. Not that hot. Whoa. And guess who didn't bring a snack for this sweet dog? I have a special song for Ellie that I sing. And it's this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is a Velcro dog. If she could just be molded to me 24/7, she would do it. I've never had a dog be into me as much as she's into me. It's pretty cool. It's about 50 degrees. Might be hitting mid 50s at this point. Late April. Pretty perfect day. No humidity. A little bit of wind. In theory, one could take a nap here. However, given that some people choose to drink espresso, such things may not be possible. Oh, it feels so good to lay on the ground. That's one of the things I miss about all the van camping I do, is just sleeping on the ground. I think I will do some tent camping this summer. Speaking of summer, I have some fun trips planned. Let's see. Next weekend, I'm going to the Adirondacks and going to camp for 3 nights. And that's first weekend in May. And yeah, going to actually be camping with other human beings, a group of people, which is not something I do a lot. I mean, I'll have my own site and my own setup, and I'll be able to go hibernate in the van or in my own space if I need to. But it should be interesting to be with other people. I'm really excited about it. But I'm kind of tied up in the rest of May, some other things, but definitely we'll do some just kind of day trip stuff. June, I'm going to a camping meetup in Massachusetts. Another YouTuber, Lulu's Way, if any of you know Lulu's Way, is having a meetup. And yeah, I'm going to go to that. I'm excited about that. Meet her, meet some of those folks. It's a women's meetup. So it's like, yeah, women in bands meeting up to camp together. That should be really fun. And then I'll come home for a week. And then I'm doing pretty much my big trip of the summer, which is the Pacific Northwest. It's been a long time since I've been to the Pacific Northwest, a really long time. I hope to film in Wyoming, Montana, no, not Montana, maybe Montana, but for sure Wyoming, Idaho, and Oregon. Yeah, it's a long ways out there. That's the only, that's kind of the bummer is just like so much of the time on the road, and I like road trips. It's just, it's hard to be away from home for that long for various reasons. I miss home. I miss my husband and the animals. It's also hard on him because he's got to kind of take care of everything. This is really the most important topic. Just being in all of this. But yeah, I didn't have to quit my job to do this. Didn't have to get rid of my home and sell all my things to do this. Just made it a priority. Put some other things on the back burner, put this on the front burner. Let the wildness of this more than human world do its work on me. I don't have to do anything special when I come out here. Just to open up my senses. Let go, let go, let go. This person has no trouble letting go. So I'm on the walk back to the van, and one thing I'm noticing is just I'm moving much more slowly than I was on the way in. Just naturally, like my nervous system is just more down-regulated and just kind of wants to move a little slower. I can feel my feet really connected, like the soles of my feet just feel really connected to the ground, and I feel more in tune with sort of my inner parts of myself. So yeah, this mindfulness in nature really works. Doesn't take that much either. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to call it here. Head back to the van, get this dog some nourishment, and yeah, thanks so much for being here on this little adventure. And if you liked this little adventure, I would love it if you'd press the thumbs up button, make a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So yeah, happy trails, everybody.